Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content stream extravaganza. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. Staying safe, keeping healthy, enjoying life. For today's episode, I forgot every episode is everybody's first episode. So, hello, I'm Lord Havoc. You can call me David. We're all friends here. I cover custom Marvel Champions content. There is a large custom community out there, specifically in the homebrew Discord that I'm part of, that makes custom content to extend this game that we all love. I don't cover official content, or very rarely. There are plenty of creators out there that do. I personally recommend D20 Woodworking, Villain Theory, Nelson, Daring Lime, and my good buddy Joshy of Smeg. They all cover the official stuff, but I stick mainly to the custom stuff. I play on TTS because I'm too poor to print all these things out, so it's easier just to create them on TTS and play. For this particular episode, we're going to be looking at one of my creations. So I whipped this dude up over the last 2 days. So he's no doubt going to be a bit rough around the edges. This is my first playtest. He's yet to play tested, so he could be OP, he could be crap. I don't know. I haven't play tested him yet. So I've just whipped him up. Whenever you play test a custom hero, you should use official villains. So I've got a Claw going up against Claw here. Claw standard. I'm using standard 3. I've decided moving forward, I've done quite a lot of these now, like over 100, and I always use either standard or expert, right? Standard 1 or expert 1. And quite often I'll find that Shadows of the Past doesn't trigger. It very rarely Shadow of the Past triggers. And I think that's a bit of a detriment, especially when I'm doing reviews, because the Nemesis set is part of the creation, right? I mean, whenever you create a new hero, you create a Nemesis set and an obligation to go with them. If the obligation doesn't pop up, I'm not that fast. But the Nemesis set, I think it's a bit of a shame that I don't get to showcase people's work with the Nemesis set. So what I'm going to do is moving forward, I'm going to use Shadow Standard 3, where it is much more likely that you will get the Nemesis pop. I would have to be a pretty quick game to not get the Nemesis pop. I mean, it does happen. Sometimes it doesn't happen. You don't get the Nemesis. But I think it'll be a fairer way of judging it, especially in like the longer games and the 2-player games and stuff like that. So we got Shadow Standard 3 there. Claw, we've already put Defense Network out. So we go to 1. 1B, we need 6 to lose. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until you get a minion, so we'll shuffle to make sure I'm not cheating, and then we go, oh, there you go, that was pretty easy. The best one to get, ironically. So there's a minion. But let's have a look at my hero. So yeah, like I said, I whipped him up in the last couple of days. It is Quinlan Vos, who is a Jedi from Legends. He actually does exist in canon, funnily enough. But he shows up in the background in The Phantom Menace, and he wasn't Quinlan Vos at that point. He was just some dude in the background, and somebody liked him. I can't remember who it was, and so they built an entire backstory around him, and then he shows up in Clone Wars. So he is officially canon, but there's a heap of Legend stuff, for him. I think he's pretty cool. He did when he first came out. When he first sort of like got expanded upon in the Legends expanded universe stuff. He was considered a bit of an edgelord, the classic 90s 2000s edgelord. You know, he's too cool. He's too busy being cool. And he was very quickly subverted by, and I can see reasons for why that is. I mean, he is very cool, but he was very, very quickly supplanted by Cade Skywalker, who is the epitome of edgelord. I mean, I like Kate Skywalker, but I mean, come on. Like, he's designed purely just to be cool. And, you know, that comic is horny as hell. It's ridiculous. Darth Talon is crazy. But again, I mean, I like the character. So, Quinlan, I'm a fan. He's a Jedi Knight. Has a bit of a dark past, so there's a lot of his stuff, especially his Nemesis set that I made, is around that. Like, so Dooku tries to subvert him into one of his dark acolytes, into a Sith. So his Nemesis is Dooku. His side scheme is Give In to Your Anger. He's got two minions who are Dooku's acolytes, Sora Bulk and Tol Skor. And the treachery is Enter the Acolytes. So there's his Nemesis stuff. We'll see if that pops. But his actual hero himself, he's a 2/2/1. He doesn't really pay a lot of attention to defense. It's more about attacking. And he has a 2 thwart because he is a spy. So we'll go over to his alter ego to show that. So there's him as a Padawan in training, back when life was good. I might actually change Quinlan to Quinn because his nickname was Quinn, so we might go with that. We'll see how it goes. 3 rec, pretty standard for a normal human. Although he's technically not human, but you know what I'm saying. Force Spy, gave him the Spy trait. You may include up to 6 attack events or cards that require a character with a Spy trait in your deck from aspects other than your own. Funnily enough, Spy events don't actually have the Spy trait. They just say that you have to have the Spy trait in order to use them. They've usually got a trait called, like skill or preparation and stuff like that. And there's only 3 of them. It's only 3. 2 from Justice and 1 from Basic. So it's not a big deal. But I put that is more sort of future-proofing because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., well, I can only assume will have a whole bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Spy-related stuff in there. If it isn't, and more prep cards. If they don't, then that's a missed opportunity. I gotta tell you. I'm only buying it for that. So I can make Black Widow even more awesome than she is. So he actually doesn't have any Spy cards in his deck, funnily enough, but he does have 6 attack events. Search your deck for an identity upgrade and add that card to your hand is his setup thing. So he goes, I wanted to do a little bit different to just grabbing the lightsaber. Normally with my Star Wars related heroes, my Jedi heroes, they go and grab their lightsaber, right? Pretty standard stuff. A Jedi without his lightsaber is pretty silly. But for this one, he's actually got a couple of 3 upgrades. And one of them is actually pretty awesome. That is not his lightsaber. So I wanted the ability to be able to go and grab that if you wanted to. His hero side, like I said, 2/2/1, Force Jedi, a taste of the dark side. Response: after you play an attack event, let's bump him up here. After you play an attack event, take 1 damage. Choose one of the below options. Limit once per phase. Either deal 2 damage to an enemy, or shuffle that attack event into your deck. Hand size 5, hit points 10. His alter ego hand size is 6. That's his hero side. Alright, let's breeze through these as quickly as we can. Ayla Secura is his signature ally. He had a lot of allies to choose from, but Ayla was his Padawan and then his partner, so I chose her. Plus, she's awesome. She's very cool. 3/2/2/3 Force Jedi. Response: when Ayla Secura enters play, discard the top card from your deck. Remove 1 plus X threat from a scheme where X is equal to the cost of the discarded card. So if it's 0, you're only removing 1. If it's 3, you're removing 4, so on and so forth. Psychometry. Hero action threat. That should say thwart, not threat. Disgrace. Wait, I'm sure the new version actually has the word thwart. I'm just going to grab it and see what it says. Let's see if I fixed it up. No, I didn't. I'll have to go fix that. Anyway, remove 4 threat from a scheme if you pay for this event with a force card. Remove 7 threat instead. So we can have force cards, as all the Jedi can. So I'm just going to delete this chat. It's buffering free views. And then this next one, and that's his Jedi force power. He's quite good at psychometry. He can read the events from objects and stuff like that. Saber Strike, similar deal, but with the attack stuff. So it's attack, deal 4 damage to an enemy. If you use an attack event to pay for this card, deal 7 damage instead. So it's 4 or 7, 4, 7 for 2. It's very good economy. Saber Defense, 0. When you would take any amount of damage from an attack, exhaust a lightsaber upgrade you control. Prevent all of that damage. So if he doesn't have his lightsaber, or a lightsaber, it doesn't have to be his lightsaber, but a lightsaber, then he can't use this card, essentially. And then prevent all that damage. If you overpaid for this card, deal 2 damage to the attacker. So he gets to sort of deflect it back again. Force Kick, attack force, hero action, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Ready, Quinlan Vos. So he gets to deal 2 damage and then ready for 2. There's him kicking some dude in the face. 1 partners, attack, thwart, hero action. So this is a bit of a twist on the whole team up card. I'm not a fan of the team up cards because you have to have those 2 characters in play. I understand the thematics behind it, but I'm not a fan because you have to have them, right? And quite often, you don't get to get your signature ally out, or you're not playing 2-player and you're not playing those 2 characters. So quite often they turn out to be a bit of a dead card. So for this one, I tried to sort of do a bit of a twist on it. It's attack, deal 2 damage to an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. So 1 just to do those 2 things. And that's it. It's done. But if Ayla Secura is in play, you can deal 4 damage and remove 4 threat instead. So if Ayla is in play, if you've gone to the trouble to put Ayla in, 1 to remove 4 and do 4 damage, that's pretty good. Now this one's another sort of twist on that. Like I said, he's had quite a lot of partners over the years, and one of them was actually, strangely enough, oh my god, what's her name? I can't believe I've forgotten her name. What a disgrace. I can't believe I've forgotten her name. I'm so sorry. This is unacceptable. I need to go find her name. Oh my god. Asajj Ventress. I can't believe I forgot her name. That is just infuriating. Anyway, so at one point during the whole Dooku trials and tribulations, he teams up with Asajj and they fall in love. So I've got her showing up as an ally, right? An unlikely ally. So if you control Ayla Secura or Kaylin Hence, his other lovers, this card costs 2. So if she shows up and either of those ladies are in play, then she's going to incur a cost. If they aren't in play, then for 0 you can deal 2 damage to a minion and draw a card. Straight up. So she comes and helps you, but only if the other ladies are not in play. Here's his other lady, Kaylin Hence. It's the mother of his child. Support, Persona Spy, Ultra Ego Action, Exhaust Kaylin Hence, search your deck and discard pile for a card with a spy trait. And add it to your hand. Obviously I'm going to have to change that because there is no such thing as I just said, a card with the spy trait. Going to have to change that. It's embarrassing. Ultra Ego Action, Exhaust and discard Kaylin Hence to generate 2 wild resources. Now this is one of the upgrades I was telling you about before. In terms of, so you've got his lightsaber. We'll do his lightsaber. +2 attack. He gains attacks gain piercing. Sweet. And Quinlan's armor is 1 for +1 defense. If you have the dark side or Sith traits, you get +2 defense instead. Now this is the card here. Jedi Assassin. Your identity gains the dark side and Sith traits. Now I would actually have only gone with the dark side trait and not the Sith trait to make it a little bit more neater, but I can't because I use for the cards. The cards, I use the reskinned versions that Super Mario made. So Super Mario's done a heap of work and reskinned every single card in the game to Star Wars. But we have a bit of a difference of opinion on some of these traits. So he's got the Force trait, which is fine. But what he's done is the X-Men are considered Sith. So all the X-Men cards have been translated to Sith trait. But there is also a couple of... Oh, I don't think I've got any in here. Oh, how embarrassing. Anyway, there's also a couple of dark side cards, which I want him to be able to use. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I'm not too sure how it works. My preference is for dark side, and I wouldn't necessarily have made the X-Men the Sith, but that's fine. That's his decision. It makes sense. So I've made this card. So he gets those 2 traits, and the card says, after Quinlan Vos makes an attack and defeats an enemy, draw 1 card. If that card is an attack event, you may take 1 damage to play that card at no cost. Now, I need to actually chuck in limit once per phase on here. I don't want to put a limit on... the wording is important. I don't want to put a limit on the defeats an enemy to draw a card. I want to keep that to be as many times as possible. If he defeats three minions, he gets 3 cards. That's his thing. The Jedi assassin. He becomes an assassin for the Jedi Order, and it twists his brain up. It makes him go a bit funny. But I do want to put a limit on if that card is an attack event, you may take 1 damage to play that card at no cost. Because if he defeats 3 minions, gets 3 cards, all 3 are attack events, he can take 3 damage and then do more attack events. Which is already limited, because they would still have costs, and you may not be able to afford those costs. So I'm a bit of a mind of how to do it. I've left it intentionally off for now, just to see how it works. Because like I said, I haven't playtested this yet, so I don't know. We'll see how we'll see just if it can get spammed. We'll see what happens, and maybe it should cost 1, but we'll see how it goes. Kaj is showing up. Hello, young Kaj. Hi, where is Joshy? I don't know. Living his own life, buddy. This is my stream. There's no need for him to be on here. He will be on tomorrow, though. So as always, Wednesday. Where is ES? Again, I don't know. Where is the other guy? Who's the other guy? Sorry, bud. You've thrown me for a loop. I don't know who you're referring to or why you're asking those questions. But I hope you are well, sir. How's Greece? How's Greece going? Or have you not left yet? I'm actually just going to reduce the size of these just 1 smidgen. Tiny, tiny large. Alright. Let's get it cracking, eh? Got a villain, got the setup thing there. Shuffle, draw cards. Kaz, you still there? If you're still there, buddy, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Alright, so I really don't need 2 fusillades. Actually, I'll get rid of those. I don't really need saber defense just yet. Yeah, let's mulligan these 3. Okay, drop kick, endurance, and another saber strike. Okay, let's use his setup ability to go and grab his lightsaber. Okay. And then let's flip. So This dude doesn't have guard. So let's put... And these aren't attack events. After you play an attack event. Let's use drop kick. And mean swing. So drop kick is an attack event. To play Saber Strike. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If you use an attack event to pay for this card, deal 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was an attack event, so I'm going to take 1 damage to do 2 damage to an enemy, which is this guy. So he's gone. It's too much. I'm going to drop it down to 6. Yeah, I'm going to drop it down to 6. It's way, way too expensive. I mean, damaging. It's way more powerful than I intended it to be. In aggression, there's so many ways to bump up the damage, right? I mean, you could be doing 2 for like 9. And that's insane. All right. So I'll then skilled strike attack for 4. One, 2, 3, 4. And then Saber Strike will get me endurance. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to save the lightsaber for the next round. I could have done another 7 points of damage. No, he's OP. That card's way too powerful. Could have done another 7. I could have given him the lightsaber, hit him for 4 or 6. He'd be dead by now. Think about this. Get 4 cards. There we go. 1. He attacks. He gets 2 boost cards when he attacks. I'm just going to... I don't have my defense card, so I'm just going to take it. He attacks for 1 plus the boost effect. If it deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. It does. That's the worst. I hate that. So he does 1 point of damage. I then get an encounter card, and it is Whirlwind. Alright, my turn. Is there any real point in getting him his lightsaber now, since he can't actually attack? Oh, this lets him ready. Oh, let's fix this up. I've got the fixed version of that one, so let's grab that. So it says thwart instead of threat. Let's fix that up. All right. Yeah, I might use psychometry. To use force kick, do 2 points of damage to him, and then ready. And then when I'm ready, I can't use either of those, so I'll hit him for 2. Yeah, let's do that. Ready, get 3 cards. Okay. Fill in. He attacks. I'm just going to take it. Hits me for 2. Plus a boost effect. After this activation resolves, place 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past. Okay. Got it. Whirlwind then hits me for 2. Get an encounter card. Encounter card is Melter, another minion. My turn. Let's use these 2 to put Ahsoka into play. Let's use Unlikely Ally to deal 2 damage to an enemy and then draw a card. Done. Draw a card. Because neither Alea or Quinlan were in play. Strength will then give me my lightsaber. Thank you. My lightsaber will do 4 points to him, and Ahsoka will do another point and kill him. Ahsoka takes a consequential. Ready. Get 4 cards. Okay. Threat. He attacks. Ahsoka will take it. Actually, no. Yeah. I think I might just use saber. No, I'll save saber defense. Ahsoka will take it. 3. Ahsoka dies. An encounter card, and it is sound manipulation. When you reveal a hero, take 2 damage. Claw heals 2 damage. Okay. 2. My turn. Let's first aid, and then use saber defense to pay for partners. Deal 2 damage and remove 2 threat. Quinlan will then remove this last threat. Ready. 4. This is not optimal play. I mean, I could have just hit him 4. I didn't have to play the card. Blah 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 blah. I'm just trying to see some things that are happening, right? I mean, I could have knocked him into stage 2. I probably could have won the game already by now, but I just want to see how it sort of goes. Yep, there's my cards. Threat gets 2 cards. I used my defense card, so I'm just going to take it. Hits me for 1. Counter card. Weapon Drunner surges. When revealed, Claw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Claw attacks me. I'll take it. He does no damage, but he does get a activation counter and pursuit counter, and then he gets a pursuit counter. So what does this say? If there's at least 3 more than the number of players, so 1 more and it'll trigger. See, there you go. And that's it. He doesn't attack because he didn't come from a boost effect. It came from an encounter card. So what now? Let's use Looking for Trouble. Discard cards until you get a minion. Okay. Remove 3 threat from the main scheme. Done that. Then this is an attack event. I should probably use it. Well, neither of these guys have got guard. Just thinking of economy. Gonna attack. Knock him into stage 2. We go get a Mortal Claw. He goes up to 28. Okay, now let's use Mind Probe. Deal 3 damage to an enemy and then confuse the enemy. 1, 2, 3. Confuse. And then because that was an attack event, I can take 1 point of damage to do 2 points of damage onto him. And then flip. Then ready, get 4 cards. Okay, there's my armor. There's Ray, this incredibly busted card. 3-1-1-3. Aerial Force Jedi. Hero action. Spend 1 resource of any type. Limit once per round. If the resource spent was that, you get to do any of those things. So put her out and then just leave her there, never attack or defend with her, never take any consequential damage, and just use her as a thing to like ready your hero and remove tool doing damage, and just she's busted as the character in the movies is. One, and then one from the acceleration. He attempts to scheme, but he can't because he's confused. Tiger Shark's not confused though, so he will scheme for one. You get an encounter card, and it is the Retaliate Sound Body one. I hate it. Hate it so much. Alright, my turn. Gonna heal for 3. And then flip. I'm going to Ketsuo and Ray to play Force Kick, deal 2 damage to an enemy, and then ready. So deal 2 damage to this guy, and then ready. And then kill this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dead. He hits for 3. It's pretty painful. And then use combat training to put my armor out. I never even really use it, to be honest. To be fair, I never use it. I'd rather actually just have, yeah, I'd use these two. Give him that, and then ready, get 5 cards. Colleen, who I need to change. There's the other psychometry card. I'm going to fix it while I've got it here. Fix that up. Alright. Villain's turn. 1 and then 1. He triggers. Boing. Goes to the next stage. Discard cards until you get a minion. There you go. Radioactive Man. He was due to show up at some point. And then play 2B. Go across 0. And then Claw activates. Don't have a defense card. Could have defended for 3. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to take it. Threats out. I mean, decks out. So we get an acceleration token. It's unfortunate. These 2 cards. These 2 cards are 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. Brutal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this guy attacks. Take it. 1. And we get an encounter card. Oh, we have to lose a card, don't we? It's got a random card. There you go. It was Kayleen. That's fine. Tiger Shark. My turn. I'm going to use Genius to play Psychometry to remove 4 threat from a scheme. Mortal Claw is gone. He goes down to 15. And then can't afford any of these because I lost a card. which is a shame. But I can still attack for 5. Neither of these guys have got guard. I'm just going to go straight to this guy. 2, 3, 4, 5. And get retaliated back. And then flip. I'm not going to be able to drop kick. So I'm going to get rid of that. Actually, I'm probably not going to be able to probe either. So I'm going to get rid of that as well. So ready. Get 6 cards. So there's only 4 there. So that means I deck out. Get another 2. Get an encounter card. Okay, his turn. 1. And then the acceleration 2. He attacks. No, he doesn't. He schemes for 2 plus 1. 1, 2, 3. He schemes and he schemes. Still alive by 1. Get an encounter card. The first encounter card is when revealed, place a pursuit counter on pursuit by the past. Then, if it has counters on it, the villain schemes. Well, he just won. That's what happens when you muck around. I shouldn't have mucked around. I should have just gone straight in for the kill. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Claw, he gets shifty in stage 2. Stage 2 and suddenly it's just no mucking around. Alright, let's try that again. Let's quickly grab these. Alright, no more Mr. Nice Guy now. Should have just done those 2 saber strikes, one after the other. Boom, boom. He would have been stage 2, would have been over. Alright, let's do it again. Let's grab Defense Network. Three on there. Let's shuffle. Get a minion. Nope. Oh my god. Okay. Comes in with toughness. Go to stage 1B. Starts on 0. Stage 1. Okay. Alright. Let's do my stuff. Shuffle. Draw 6 cards. Really should fix Saber Stripe, but if I do, it'll be a very boring video for you because you'll be sitting there staring at the screen. Let's build up the board a little bit. Let's plan of attack to search the top 7 for an attack event. Well, there's 2, 3. No. So these to choose from. I've got Mind Probe in my hand already. 2 drop kicks. or a force kick? I think I might force kick. Put those back in, grab that one. And then let's build up. Well, let's unlikely ally and draw a card. Let's see what we get. For trouble. Well, I don't need that. I'm not going to confuse him. So let's use these two to put Ahsoka into play and draw a card. Oh wait, I didn't go grab my lightsaber. Forgot about grabbing my lightsaber. Alright. Shuffle. Okay, so Ahsoka's in play. Let's use Fusillade and Skilled Strike to put my lightsaber in. Let's flip, kill this guy. Sayonara. Then Ahsoka can take off one threat from Defense Network and take a damage. I can't afford Saber Strike now, but that's fine. I mean Force Kick, so I think I'll just leave it for now. Save it for when I want to kick his butt in a second. So let's grab 3 cards and go to the villain phase. 1. He attacks. I'm going to take it. 1, 2. Oof. He does 2 plus exhaust each ally you control. Okay. Exhaust Ahsoka. Take 2 damage. We're getting a counter card. It is. Oh no! Bloody hell. This card sucks. So early on in the game too. What a bummer. My turn. Oh, that really sucked right at the start. Okay. Well, let's just take him to town. Let's Relentless Assault and Endurance. So one of those is an attack event, so I will to play Saber Strike. And we're saying it does 6 damage, not 7 damage. So we'll do the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get Retaliate 1, and then because there was an attack event, I can choose to either shuffle that event back into my deck or deal 2 damage to an enemy. Shuffle it back in. And then Quinlan himself is going to attack for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bump us into the next stage and get Retaliate. And then that's it. 3 cards. Blink. He attacks. This time Ironheart will defend. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, not Ironheart. Sorry, Ahsoka. Ahsoka's done her job. Then we get an encounter card, which is Sinister Strike. When revealed hero, place 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past. Blink. Then, if it has any counters on it, the villain attacks you. Okay, alright, well, I'll take it. 1. So he hits me for 1. And then give the villain a tough status card. And Evil Alliance. After this activation resolves, place a pursuit counter. Pursued by the past. Okay. Blink. Alright, my turn. Oh, I didn't bump up his stuff. Stage 2, so it goes up to 28. I've got to do all this business. And then go find Mortal Claw. One, 2, 3. Okay, alright, now my turn. Excuse me. I'm going to use alright, let's attack for 4 and exhaust a weapon upgrade you control. Your hero gets +3, so I'm attacking for 7 with piercing, so it goes straight through. He's tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I get retaliate 1. And then use Fusillade and Drop Kick, which are both attack events, to play Force Kick, which deals 2 damage to an enemy. It does retaliate, and I'm ready. And then I'm going to attack for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then flip. Oh, because I get retaliate. And then flip. I'm going to keep partners. Actually, you know what? Am I? I mean, this is going to trigger at this point. Oh, I'll keep buttons. Get 5 more cards. Okay. So we get 1 and then 1 from the acceleration. He then schemes for 2. 1, 2. That triggers, and this says after this activation resolves, place 1 pursuit counter pursued by the past. Okay, that still doesn't trigger yet, but this does. Discard cards until a minion is discarded. There you go, straight away. Whirlwind. Flip. Cool. Alright, encounter. Does he get to scheme? He schemes, triggers this. Part of this is to put him. I think he does get to scheme. So we'll go scheme for 1. The counter card is the Masters of Evil. 1, 2, 3. Discard cards until the Master of Evil is discarded. Jeez. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. This is brutal. He's a Master of Evil. No. Reactive Man is a Master of Evil. Yes, yo. Yo, dude. Cash was asking about you before. He's like, where's ES? Okay, my turn. I was going to wreck, but now I'm too scared to. I'm gonna write 1, 2, 3, and then flip. Oh, geez, it's not looking good. I think we're going to lose again. This is not looking good at all. Super TNT 73. Welcome to chat, sir. First time chat. Pleasure to have you on. For those that don't know, Super TNT and DS are both members of the custom community. I've featured Super TNT's work on the channel a number of times. I'm a big fan. So to have them jump on, very, very appreciated. ES, of course, gets mentioned every show, as he deserves. And it's good to see Super TNT on. Love it. I don't know what to do here. I think I've lost. I really do think I've lost here. Let's get rid of Whirlwind. So plan of attack, Mind Probe, and his armor will give me Ketsuo, who will immediately attack for 4. And then looking for trouble, we'll play for partners, which will kill him. So Whirlwind's dead. And then I can do 2 threat from a scheme. So let's do those 2. And then I think I'm done. And I'm in a bit of trouble. Here. So 5. It's not looking good. Oh, I've got Saber Defense at least. And First Aid. So, okay, and I can remove threat. Alright. Let's look it up. Let's look it up now. Alright, let's do it. 1, and then we've got 2 acceleration things. So 1, 2. I mean, that's not good. Claw then attacks, which is bad. And I'm sorry. Sorry, Ketsuo, but you're copping it. 1, 2. Oh, he only just dies. He didn't deal damage to me, so sayonara. 1, 2. Ketsuo cops it. Now, does this trigger after Radioactive Man? Oh yeah, because he's about to attack me. How stupid. He attacks, and whether I defend or not, I still have to lose a card. So please. Oh, why did I let Ketsuo die? Ugh. That was so dumb. Oh, alright. Random card. Oh, no! No! Oh, no! That really sucks. That really sucks. Although, I think... Oh, man. I needed to remove threat. I can't win. I need to hold off one more round. And pray. Okay, first aid and combat training is going to play for psychometry to remove 4 threat from a scheme. Neither of those was a force card, so therefore I can't trigger his ability, but I can get rid of 4 threat. And I think this is the man, so let's get rid of Immortal Thinner. He goes down to 5. Okay. I just have to survive. Okay, now this guy doesn't have guard, so I'm going to hit him for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need to survive. I think I've got it. Saber defense will let me will give me the game because I'll overpay and I'll do 2 damage. All right, I think I'm good. Let's see how we go. Yeah. Now definitely 1. Okay. 1 and then 1 from the acceleration from Masters of Evil. So as long as he doesn't scheme, I'm all good. He attacks. I'm going to Saber defense. So he attacks for 2. Oh no. Pursued by the past triggers. Let's do the... Wait, does it matter? Wait, I don't think it matters because I'm about to win anyway. I'm going to Saber defense those 2 points of damage as an interrupt. Interrupt defense. Take any amount of damage, exhaust a lightsaber, upgrade your control. Exhaust it. Prevent all that damage. So I prevent the 2 damage, and then if you overpay for this card, deal 2 damage. So I'm just going to overpay for it with Ray. Overpay for that card, I do 2 points of damage. He's dead. He doesn't retaliate, not that it matters. So before this even gets to trigger, I've already killed him. So only just 1. So maybe I'm not as OP as I thought. I mean, the Saber cards definitely need to be fixed. And Kayleen needs to be fixed. So I need to fix those ones up. The 2 psychometries were fixed, right? Where's the other one? Oh, is it in my hand? No. There it is. So I fixed those up. Okay, so that's good. So they're fixed. So I just need to fix these 2 now. And Kayleen. And the rest, I don't think he actually is OP. I think he's actually alright. I think he's fairly balanced. Need to try him with some different aspects, of course. But yeah, I think he turned out alright. And I'm definitely going to stick with the whole Pursued by the Past business, standard 3 instead of standard 1, just to see the Nemesis stuff comes out. But yeah, okay. That works. Alright, well I'm going to go fix those up. Thank you very much to everybody who jumped on. Thanks, ES. You worked out alright. Yeah, I do the same. What? I do the same what? Play with the different aspects? Anyways, standard 3. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was saying at the start of the video, I don't know if you were here, but from now on, when I review custom stuff, I'm going to use standard 3 to see if it gets the Nemesis sets out, because I think it's most of the time when I do a review, the Nemesis doesn't appear, and I think that's a bit of a shame because people put a lot of work into these things. So I want to highlight as much of it as I can. So I think standard 3. I mean, standard 3 sometimes doesn't get the Nemesis out anyway. It doesn't always get it out. In fact, I just played 2 games where it didn't get it out, but it came bloody close. It's a lot closer, so cool. Oh, Goober for Scuba showed up as well. The champions really be marveling tonight. Thank you. I appreciate you. Anyway, that's it. If you're watching this, thank you very much for showing up in Twitch. Really appreciate it. Super TNT, thanks for showing up. ES, lovely to see you as always. Goober for Scuba showing up right at the end there. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe if you could. Really appreciate it. But more importantly, leave a comment. I've been getting some really good comments lately on the videos, like really interesting, questions and requests and various stuff. I really appreciate it. I love the comments. I love seeing what you all think and stuff. It's great. If you have any feedback on my latest custom hero, Quinlan Vos, by all means, throw it in a comment. That would be awesome. I'd love to hear from you. Specifically, if it's anything about balance or anything crazy like that, that'd be cool. Cool. Thanks, Super TNT. Love it, man. Appreciate you coming on. Yeah. So anyway, if you could like, subscribe, and leave a comment, that'd be great. But as always, look after yourself and tell the people that you love them as often as you can, because you never know. Thank you very much. Take care, all.